I sit here with sadness today to report to you that I'm incredibly disappointed in one of my all-time favorite fighters, my brother, Floyd Money Mayweather. Ladies and gentlemen, chaos broke out. And I'm not talking about legit, bona fide boxing, pure boxing chaos. I'm talking about the kind of stuff that's just embarrassing. Look at this here, please.
Seen as the ultimate symbol of boxing success and financial dominance, now faces scrutiny that tells a very different story. Stephen A. Smith has raised questions about the stability of Mayweather's empire, prompting speculation that the undefeated champion may be confronting his toughest challenge yet: financial trouble. At the center of the controversy is a $42 million scandal that's sending shockwaves through the boxing world and threatening to upend the carefully cultivated image of the sport's most infamous money-making fighter.
I know we're on television, Floyd, but I think it's necessary for me to say, damn.
Well, you know, we are on ESPN. This car costs $3.2 million. This Bugatti right here costs $1.6 million. It's close to 15 million. You're right, it's close to 15 million.
And you don't drive.
Mayweather has built his brand around being the highest paid athlete in the world. He's constantly highlighting nine-figure paydays whenever his name makes headlines. Each announcement reinforced his image as a fighter. His earnings were as legendary as his record inside the ring.
Who got the highest gate?
Floyd Mayweather.
Who made the most money?
You did.
Who was the most accurate fighter of all time?
You were.
So it's basically saying that...
The greatest of all time.
Okay.
A prominent voice from the fight world is challenging that narrative. Former UFC title contender and analyst Chael Sonnen has described it as one of the most impressive illusions in sports marketing, arguing that Mayweather's reported nine-figure fight payouts may have been little more than smoke and mirrors, rather than actual verifiable earnings.
Saying that, what does that even mean? You can trust the news. There's no such thing as fake. People were dressed up as empty seats, and I mean thousands of people.
No.
I bought my mother's ticket that day. That day, my mother decides that she wants to go to the fight. So I'm in there, and I'm telling the world that this place is sold out because that's what's on the screen. And I go, it's not even close. Yeah. This isn't like, it's pretty much full. This isn't, there's thousands of empty seats. That was the first time that in my own life I ever just, wow, fake news is real.
Wow.
And then Mayweather, they wanted a rematch. They were begging. They were doing more media trying to get a rematch than they did leading into the first match. And the guy...
Mayweather showed off luxury watches, private jets, and alleged bank statements. Sonnen points out that solid financial proof never appeared. There was no confirmation from broadcast partners or independent auditors, only flashy headlines and repeated claims without verification.
Stop embarrassing yourself with these exhibitions. I know life is hard. I know life is expensive. But come on, dude, put your legacy first. Nobody wants to remember you like this. And it gets worse. Your jeweler filed a lawsuit against you in Miami. And many are saying you're going to have to sell off your assets. I hate seeing this happen.
It's a hard question. Was Mayweather's empire truly backed by real money? Or was it largely built on hype, ego, and clever PR? Sonnen isn't the only one raising doubts. With ongoing financial lawsuits, unpaid luxury bills, and a cryptocurrency-related case casting shadows over his name, the Money Mayweather brand appears to be leaking from all sides. For years, Floyd embodied untouchable wealth in boxing. Man who turned luxury into a lifestyle and transformed his money nickname into a full-blown identity. But behind the private jets and million-dollar shopping sprees, cracks in that image are emerging and faster than anyone anticipated. While few are saying it outright, even longtime rivals are taking notice. Oscar De La Hoya, who has often defended Mayweather publicly, recently acknowledged the situation. It's unable to ignore the reality any longer.
This guy up. He was fighting on my undercard. He was the co-main. We helped build this guy up. And you know what Oscar De La Hoya do? You know what Mr. Loyal Oscar De La Hoya do? I'm sorry, Miss Disloyal Oscar De La Hoya do? He take him right over to HBO and cut a deal with HBO. And when he cut the deal, he got money, but I bet Canelo didn't see none. But these are the things that people don't know about in a sport about.
Coming from a promoter who understands both the business and competitive sides of boxing, De La Hoya's remarks carried far more weight than typical criticism They read almost like a financial obituary. Jewelry, lawsuits, asset rumors, and a string of exhibition fights all point to cracks in what was once portrayed as Mayweather's bulletproof billion-dollar empire. The fact that De La Hoya, a former in-ring rival, is now expressing concern, rather than hostility, speaks volumes louder than any bank statement ever could. Yet Mayweather hasn't remained quiet. While De La Hoya projects sympathy publicly, Floyd has reminded the world of their shared business history, hinting that when it comes to money and loyalty, De La Hoya's dealings behind the scenes weren't. This situation goes far beyond old business deals or rivalries. Mayweather has long hinted at a pattern of hidden agreements, undisclosed payouts, and behind-the-scenes financial maneuvers practices now coming to light through lawsuits, unpaid debts, and quiet asset sales. The scrutiny isn't limited to analysts or retired champions. Even fighters from his own era and former opponents are beginning to expose the truth. Claims that a significant portion of his promised payment mysteriously never arrived, and he hasn't held back in voicing his frustration.
Full, like a couple million somehow that is just missing. Where did the money go? Floyd said he could afford a Jeff Bezos-sized jet from the money he made from that fight. I ain't got a jet. Dude, I'm missing a couple mil. We're gonna find it, bro. I'll see you in court. The art is happening. Just like, mark my words, we're coming for you, Floyd. We're coming for your millions and the last of your
lawsuit over missing millions has added another crack to the Money Mayweather image. What began as a high-profile exhibition fight has turned into a hunt for unpaid earnings, raising questions about the accuracy of the figures behind Floyd's fortune when even fighters are forced to pursue their pay through the courts. One pressing question emerges. Is Mayweather's financial empire already running on fumes? Logan Paul pushed forward with his lawsuit, alleging that Mayweather never delivered his full payment for their exhibition. Floyd didn't stay quiet. True to his trademark style, he shifted the blame onto the business side and dismissed the controversy, treating the entire dispute as if it were merely pocket change.
Checks from fights 7 or 8 years ago. I'm still collecting checks. Why? Because I made smart moves and I'm my own boss. So they hate when a table is turned. You know, look how many years they've been owing us money. But we don't ever trip. So now when the table is turned, they say, oh, you owe us something. Be happy with the biggest payday you ever got in your life.
Mayweather's composed response framed the lawsuit as routine business, but the surrounding circumstances suggest otherwise. With unpaid opponents, jewelry, lawsuits, and rumors of asset sales, his financial empire appears to be under pressure from all sides.
Ow.
No strategy can fully hide the growing list of people still waiting for payment.
Ow.
Logan Paul's revelations. For years, Mayweather's earnings weren't confined to the ring. He controlled the flow of money around it as well. From securing entire ticket sections before they went public, to reselling them for substantial profits, he admitted that Mayweather's approach wasn't illegal or uncommon for someone running their own fight promotions. It was standard business practice. The real issue, however, wasn't the ticket reselling itself. According to him, the problem lay in investors being kept in the dark, with millions of dollars reportedly disappearing once the seats were sold, raising serious concerns about transparency and accountability. As a clever business strategy gradually unraveled into allegations of broken promises, unpaid returns, and ongoing legal battles. Logan Paul's account highlights a troubling pattern. An expanding list of fighters, investors, and partners are still waiting for Mayweather to settle his financial obligations. While Floyd's public persona continues to revolve around private jets and million-dollar shopping sprees, cracks in the Money Mayweather empire are becoming impossible to ignore. This time, the claims aren't coming from journalists or former promoters, they're coming directly from those who stepped into the ring with him. Logan, who participated in one of the decade's most-watched exhibition fights against Mayweather, revealed that the real battle didn't end with the final bell. It began after the camera stopped rolling. According to him, the promised paycheck still hasn't been delivered.
He has not paid me in full, that is a fact.
No
Short
way.
a few mil, yeah.
Wow. Still a few mil.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Have you been in contact with him?
Nah, we're taking this for the court.
No, are you being serious? Is this like a
Do I look serious, lady?
You do. I'm just making sure. I apologize.
Really?
I'm just.
Nah, I'm fucking with you. I'm not fucking with you. Yeah, we're taking it to court.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. So,
Yeah, see you in the courtroom.
The moment Logan's statements went public, the carefully crafted image of Mayweather's untouchable wealth began to crack even further. This wasn't a distant promoter or old rival whispering behind the scenes. It came from someone who had stood in the same ring, signed the same contracts, and shaken the same hands. Floyd Mayweather, ever confident and unapologetic about his lavish lifestyle, continues to assert that, no matter the public's opinion, his success is undeniable. His words serve as a reminder of the fortune he's amassed and the empire he has built through strategy, hard work, and sharp business acumen.
Thing is, okay, I still got my private jets. Let me put an S on that because I got 3 of them. Still got my private jets. I still have all my beautiful homes, still have all my properties everywhere, and still making millions every month.
Statements go beyond simple bragging. They highlight that, despite the challenges, Floyd has faced both inside and outside the ring. He has remained a financial powerhouse, with a lifestyle envied by athletes across sports and beyond. Yet while Mayweather continues to thrive financially and dominate the boxing scene, not everyone supports his recent decisions. Critics like Stephen A. Smith have been outspoken about his choice to take exhibition bouts against non-boxers. Most stepping into the ring with opponents who lack legitimate boxing experience risks tarnishing Mayweather's legendary status, turning his pursuit of wealth into a potential threat to the legacy he has built over decades.
Everybody doesn't deserve to be in your space. I know you like to make money. You're never going to stop making money. Very, very few people on the planet know how to make money like you know how to make money. But some of this stuff has got to stop. You want to get Conor McGregor in the ring for an exhibition match? All right, that's fine. You know, Conor sold that. It was great marketing. He's not a boxer, but hey, he was a knockout artist in the UFC. I get it. Fair enough. But what I'm trying to say is this. When you're great, when you're elite, not just anybody deserves to be in your pristine space. And what I mean by that is I'm not talking about on the street or anything like that. Boxing is your thing.
While Smith acknowledges...
Smith admits that Mayweather's ability to generate massive income is unmatched. He criticizes the focus on fights that fail to showcase real boxing skill, arguing that exhibition matches against opponents like Logan Paul who lack legitimate experience undermine Floyd's legacy and the sport's integrity. In Smith's view, Mayweather has nothing left to prove and should prioritize preserving his legendary status, rather than chasing headline-grabbing bouts that add little to his in-ring achievements. Yet behind the public persona of wealth and dominance, the reality may tell a different story. The man who once flaunted millions on camera is now facing lawsuits, unpaid debts, and whispers of a crumbling financial empire. For years, Floyd portrayed himself as untouchable, the king of pay-per-view, a master of luxury, and a figure who turned boxing into a billion-dollar business. But what if much of that fortune was never real? The private jets, diamond chains, and flashy bank statements were little more than props in one of the greatest financial illusions the fight world has ever seen.
Pretty much exposing the fact that Floyd Mayweather is having issues, but it was not 50 that started it. It was actually Business Insider.
They got Floyd here. It says Floyd Mayweather is stepping into Manhattan's multi-family ring in a big way. The retired boxer has gone into a contract to pay $420 million for a 1,000-unit affordable housing portfolio with more than 60 buildings, according to sources familiar to the deal. Josh Gotti of Black Spruce Management is the seller, and Black Spruce Magazine declined comment. It says also here that the investor partnered with Maynard Orchard on a $1.8 billion deal for 1,766 units spanning 6 rental buildings and in acquisition of the American Cooper Building, twin luxury tower.
$42 million scandal isn't just a headline, it's a warning. Beneath the designer suits and staged Instagram posts, the truth about Floyd Mayweather's so-called fortune is starting to surface. This time, no amount of PR can protect the money brand from scrutiny. If you thought the $42 million controversy was the end of the story, think again. The deeper this rabbit hole goes, the darker the reality becomes. The real Floyd may be a victim of his own ego, a man so focused on appearing wealthy that he neglected to stay wealthy. When a respected analyst like Stephen A. Smith begins questioning your finances on Nation,